Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Now we're going to do a how to play and playthrough of Stool Pigeon by Barrel Age Games, which is for 2 to 6 players. It takes about 7 minutes to play. It says age is 12 and up, but you can play as young as 8 because there's not much reading involved. So this is a mafia-themed game with pigeons, with Push Your Luck, Memory, Speed, and Take That. Now, what you're about to see here will look slightly from the pre-order version. There was a Kickstarter version, and then Barrel Age Games acquired the rights and they're reprinting it. So each player gets 4 cards. This is your loose ends. This represents the witnesses that you're trying to get rid of because you want the least amount of points. So you can have witnesses valued from 2 to 10, and you could have pigeons with different abilities. There's one meatball in the deck, so that's a card you want to keep. That's worth 0. The rat cannot be eliminated normally, but it can be removed by the kingpin, and it would be worth a random card. Pigeons are worth these values here, and they'll give you special abilities when they're played. The turn sequence is pretty simple. Well, with setup, though, we have to look at our bottom 2 cards. So here's the memory part. No one else gets to see these 2 cards except the player who owns them. So we're going to show them on camera here. I know I have a 2, Julie has a 2, she has an 8, and I have a 5 stool pigeon here, which will allow me to peek at a card when I play it. So we don't get to know these 2 cards, but we can figure out what they are by using our other pigeons. So we're going to turn it over. And if I were to go first, I draw a card. I get to see it. And then I'm going to swap it out with any of my 4 cards. I drew a Vendetta. This allows me to peek at a card and swap 2 cards, but I don't have to swap the card I peek at. So I'm going to switch it for this card. Even though I know I have that, the only way I get to use a pigeon ability is when I discard it. So I discard the stool pigeon and I get to peek at a card. I'm going to peek at one of my cards. I could look at one of Julie's. I don't know this one, so I'm going to look at it for the first time. Keep in mind that I only get to see this. All right, so now Julie gets to draw from this pile. If I had, for instance, did this, eliminate a 2, well, I swap out a 2, I should say. Julie has a 2. She can right now eliminate that card. So that's the speed part. So let me show that again in action. I drew this card. Okay. I forgot I had a 2. I shouldn't eliminate my 2. I discard it. Julie goes, oh wow, there's a 2 there. And so now she's down to 3 cards. Now let's say it was a situation like this, where she had a 7, I had a 7, and I drew a 7. I'm going, oh, okay, cool, I have a 7. I'm going to swap it out for a 7. I go like this, and now we're racing to eliminate. I beat Julie to it. So I eliminated a card. Let's say, though, I messed up. Let's say I do beat Julie, and I play this. Well, I didn't match my 7. Maybe my 7 was over here, and I forgot that I had it, okay? So now I have to take this back and then draw a card for not eliminating a witness properly. And when I draw that card, I don't even get to know what it is. So I would put back my mistake and then draw a card. Now, going back to what I had done before, let's see here. Let's say I draw this card, okay? I swap it out and I put it here. That was a mistake, because a 7 is worth more points than that 2. That's the memory part. Now Julie, because it was a swap, not an elimination, can pick this card or this card. She's going to pick this card, and she got rid of her 8. So now she's reduced her points by 6. So that was a good move. Now if I had a 2, if I had an 8, I could have slapped it down to get rid of it. The only other rule you need to remember is that if I had removed this card, Julie cannot pick up a pigeon that's been played. And if we had eliminated our 7s, we did one of these things where we sped through it. Okay, I eliminated a 7, and it's Julie's turn. I beat her before she eliminated her 7. On her turn, she cannot pick up an eliminated witness. So now we're going to go through the playthrough. By the way, the Kingpin allows you to eliminate a card or give a player another card. and they don't get to see it. So we like to play the best of 3. Now, I wonder, how does the game end? At some point, someone's going to knock. And that means they won't take their turn, and all other players will get one more turn. And then we will reveal our points. Whoever has the least points wins. If there's a tie, the player who has the least cards wins. All right, so here we are going to get our 4 cards. I'll move this over here a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to look at my 2. Julie's going to look away. This is what I have. I have to remember that. All right, go ahead, honey. Okay, so we don't know these 2. I will go first. So I'm going to show this on camera, but Julie's not supposed to see it. All right, well, so now I'm going to swap. There you go. I'm swapping. And I got lucky. They're the same card. Now, if Julie had a 6, she could have beat me to it. But because I knew what it was, I was able to do it really quick. All right, now, Julie cannot pick up that 6 because that 6 was eliminated. Okay, 5. I do not have a 5. Now, I could swap that out. You know, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to swap it out. Go ahead. You get to see it. I'm swapping it out. And I got a pigeon. So I'm going to, that's a 5 for a 5. That's okay. Now notice I cannot eliminate a witness on top of a pigeon. Even though the numbers match, you can only eliminate witnesses. So I'm going to peek at this card. Okay. Your turn. Now she's doing a random elimination. Now you can peek at something. Okay, why don't you show it on camera?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, go ahead. I can tell that you didn't flip it up well enough.
I know.
All right, now I can't pick it up because it's a pigeon, so I have to do one of these. Here we go. That's not a very good card. Okay, swap it out. And now I can do a swap here. Julie's not getting any of these cards, so I'm going to give her the card I drew that I don't like and swap it out. Hopefully I got a better card. I don't know what this is. Your turn. Ah, you know what? The reason why I screwed up, because I gave her that 8, and I thought I had an 8.
That's good, though.
So I take it back, and I draw a random card. Now it's my turn. You were about to knock. Okay. Well, that's a crappy card. Well, I can get rid of this at least. What the heck? That I drew it 2 and got rid of. Wow, this is a terrible game for me. This is why it's a memory game. This was the better card to get rid of. Now Julie can pick that card up. Because all I did was swap it. It wasn't eliminated. What are you going to do? Yeah, I thought so.
Oh.
Okay. I will take that. Your turn. Okay, so Julie knocked. That means I get one more turn. And I'll swap it out for this one, which was a mistake. All right, now we reveal. Well, she had the meatball. Did you know you had the meatball? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you did a peek. So I have 14.
No, I drew it.
Oh, you drew it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 14, 19, 22, 7, 9. So Julie beat me 9 to 22. So Julie won that round. Now we shuffle it up again. So, I mean, I'm getting confused at where I put cards. So it's definitely challenging to remember things. That's why I didn't do too well on that game. Okay. Let me move the decks around a little bit here.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'll reveal mine first. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
All right, since I lost, I'll go first.
Sure.
Okay. You could pick up that 5 if you want it. Since we're swapped.
Actually, you know what? I think I will.
Okay. All right, I don't want that. It's too high of a card. I'll do
Yeah,
this
risk it.
card. I get to take a peek. I'm taking a peek at one of my own cards. Okay, go ahead. And I screwed up. I'm just doing terrible this morning. I think I have a 7 somewhere, or it's a false memory. That actually is something you can look up. It's a psychological. Something you can look that up. That it actually is a term, false memory.
Sure. Yeah, I think I remember that in college.
Okay. I actually had the professor who came up with it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna swap. I'll swap this with this. I don't know if that's a good idea. Your turn. You get to swap.
I'm going to take my card back. I don't remember what it was either, but I don't want you taking my cards.
Okay. All right, so I get to peek and then swap. I don't even remember what I have.
We better pick what you have then.
Okay, I peeked at it and swapped the card that I peeked at. I could have peeked at it. I didn't have to swap the card I peeked at. I know I had a 6 at one time. I'm just doing so terrible. This. Oh, wonderful. Okay, your turn. I drew something really bad.
I think I had one of those. I don't remember where it is though. Oh, that sucks. Oh, jeez.
At least you get to swap.
Yeah. Dang. I don't even remember what I had that you took from me.
Just swap something, honey.
I'll just take this.
Okay, I'm gonna knock.
Okay.
You get one more turn.
That was a good
All right, so here I reveal.
Oh, really?
So I gave Julie. The only reason why I knocked because Julie took the rat.
Dang
and I'm
it,
probably
Jim.
still gonna lose. It's only worth 3.
I have 15.
6, 15 to my 7, 11, 25.
I'm the still pigeon queen. Woo!
Yeah, I'm just having, running the game and trying to remember everything.
It's
is screwing
hard,
me up.
honey. But to be honest, when we play this and he's not doing this, I still beat him. So
Yeah,
it's
all
just like
right.
my game.
It's all right. So at least we showed you a couple rounds here. Hopefully you enjoy it. Please check out our review.
See you in the next video, guys.
All right, bye-bye.